I'm here bringing you your elementary lesson again for this week. Again, as always, if you haven't listened to the Lifeway videos, pause, click the link below me, watch the Lifeway lesson video, print off the activity sheet and the family conversation guide that you guys can go through together, and then come back on up to me and we will talk about what we just watched. So I'm gonna pause. Okay, now that you're back, we get to talk more about creation. So, last week we talked about how God created the world and everything in it. And this week we get to talk a little bit more about how God created man and woman. And so I have some cool facts I wanted to share you about how intricate the human body really is, to help us stop and think about how awesome God's creation is. So let's look at my slides. The human nose can notice about 1 trillion smells. Think about how many smells you smell in a day. That's a lot of smells. And then this one is crazy. When a person breathes, most of the air goes in and out one side of your nose, and then after a few hours, the air goes in and out of the other side. So, the next time you breathe, you could think about how it's coming in and out one side. I think that's so cool. Okay, next ones. The human tongue has 8 different muscles. So just your tongue. Think about all the muscles you need for chewing and swallowing. It's just amazing. And the fastest muscles of the human body are in the eye, as they both flick in the same direction. So fastest muscles in your eyes. Maybe are they linked to your eyebrows? Probably not. Okay, a person's hair grows about 6 inches every year. I don't know about you, but I feel like mine has grown about 2 feet since March. So I was very thankful for a haircut the other day. And a human hand has 27 bones in it. So just your hand. Your whole body has 206 bones, which is just crazy. To think about all the little bones that make up, and you may have 27 just in your hand. Aren't those just amazing facts about your body? And even some more amazing facts are that God created man and woman, and he created us in his image. Just as it says in Genesis 1:27, it says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. And then our verse for this week is from Psalm 139:14, and that says, I will praise you because I am remarkably and wondrously made. And I think every time you look back at all of those fun facts about our bodies, we can really stop and think about how remarkably and wondrously made we are by God. So I wanted to get our brains thinking about that a little bit more. And so I added a worksheet that we can do together. I will go through it with you here, and then you guys can do it at home together with your families. So here's the first part of the worksheet. Okay, so this part of the worksheet talks about that we are made in God's image, and we are an image bearer. And so the drawings are how you can make practice creating the other half of the image. But the question at the bottom, such a good one that gets us thinking that God created people in his image. So it says, list one way you can reflect God's image this week. And so I thought it would be super cool if we could talk and think about that this week. So I thought we could pause the video and you could discuss this question with whoever's in the room with you, who's watching it with you, and you can discuss how you can show the image of God. And when you show the image of God, you're sharing the love of God. And so how, as we act, can we share the love of Jesus as we go throughout this week? How can we act in how we speak, in how we interact with others? So let's pause the video and you guys can discuss that as a family and think about ways that you can reflect the image of God. So hit pause. Okay, I'm glad you're back. I hope you guys had great discussions about how to reflect the image of God this week. And our second part of our lesson is families. And while God created us as people and man and woman, he also created us to have a relationship with him and with others. And he put us in families that we are able to take part in and have relationships with everyone in our family. So here is a family tree that you can fill out and list your family members. And then I thought we could talk about how we can encourage one another with our relationships within our family. So the Bible also tells us to encourage one another, to build one another up, to love one another. And so I thought what a great discussion point that you guys could have with the people, again, who are watching the video with you, about how this week you can specifically encourage and build up and love on the people in your family. So pause the video one more time and discuss that question with the people around you. So how are you this week going to encourage, build up, and love on the people in your family? So hit pause and then come back after you discuss. I'll wait. Okay, great. I'm so glad you're back. I hope you guys had great discussions about how you can encourage one another this week in your family. That is the end of our lesson this week. I hope as you go throughout the week, I challenge you to stop and talk to each other in your family and see how many times you can do that throughout the week, maybe at breakfast or at dinner, and discuss these two items and how it's going for the week and how you are able to reflect the image of God and build up and love and encourage the people in your family. So I hope you guys have great discussions over the dinner table, and I can't wait to see and talk to you guys next week. Bye.